everyone, welcome back. It has been about a million years. Oh, I have the hiccups. A million years since my last video. I'm so sorry. I have been super stressed out. I moved, I relocated. So that was a big change in my life. I really haven't posted on any social media because I was so caught up with moving, but I'm settling in. I'm gonna try to get everything in my vanity room, my beauty room set up here. Slow progress, but steady progress. And any progress is better than no progress. So we're gonna try to keep filming and keep everything going, get back into a rotation, a routine. So that's, if you're wondering why I haven't been posting, that's why. But today's video is on a review of the Teint Idole Ultra Wear Stick Foundation, which I have smushed up the box. Didn't mean to, but I did it when I was trying it on. This is what the product looks like. This is a cream stick foundation with a matte finish SPF 21. So if you'd like to see my honest, uncensored review of this foundation, first impression, trying it on myself, then just stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and please subscribe, and I'll see you on the flip side. So we're gonna jump on in. I'm trying out today for the very first time ever the Teint Idole Ultra Makeup Stick. This is by Lancome. It's their new stick foundation. It's supposed to be a full coverage and it's actually designed to be buffed out with a paddle brush. So you're supposed to blend it out with a brush like this. And as you know, I have been obsessed with my Sigma 3D HD Kabuki brush. So I'm gonna go back and try to blend it out like this and see how I like it. The color that I chose was in 320 Bisque. This is a warm undertone. Normally I would go with something a little more neutral, but I'm noticing that with the Lancome foundations, the neutral tones just tend to be a little almost too neutral. If that makes sense. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump on it and get started. This is what the packaging looks like. It says Lancome on the side, it's black, and it says Teint Idole Ultra Wear Makeup Stick here. It does have SPF of 21. I can't remember if I said that or not. It says all day color, wear and comfort, portable perfection, soft matte finish. So you open it up like this and you can twist it up, and that's how much product is in there. I'm going to prime my face today. I picked up the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea facial spray, so I'll use that. This stuff smells amazing. It smells like you're putting orange juice all over your face. Just a side note, I really like it. First thought, as I have this like striped all over my face, I'm not loving the feel of it, because that's what I don't like about cream makeups. I think they feel heavy. Okay, so we're gonna blend this out. And I'm using downward strokes here. It does blend out fairly nicely. Like, I'm not really having to work too hard. I just don't know how movable like the product is. And I feel like it's not covering my blemishes here. Like, I'm gonna go over here and add more, and I feel like that's more than you should have to add. I'm like, go put a little more on my nose here. This is looking like I'm wearing a lot of product, and I feel like I am. I feel like I'm wearing more than I normally would have to. They say that you're supposed to like blend this in with this paddle foundation brush, but I feel like probably any other brush would have been better. I'm gonna be real. It's doing something super weird. Oh my gosh. I'm not loving this at all. This is pretty horrible actually. And this retails for $47 and I'm not loving this. Like, do you see where it's kind of bunching up around my hairline here? Like, it's supposed to be full coverage and I feel like I'm just adding more and more and I'm not getting the finish that I like. So I'm gonna pick up like a stick kabuki brush, and this one's got a little rogue tuft of hair, and see if that like might help a little. Crazy, but I feel like you could have a better foundation than this for $47. So I'm gonna go ahead, I've got it on, and blend it out really is, oh, that looks horrible. Oh my god. And I'm wearing this to work all day. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna conceal under my eyes using my LA Girl Pro Conceal, and hopefully this will like save it a little bit. My dog has a crackle toy, like the ones that have, they make a crackling noise, so now he's chewing on it in here. He just wants to be part of the fun. And I'm gonna buff that in with a damp sponge here. Hopefully this will save it and make it better. I'm nervous to put powder on top of this because, you know, if you do a foundation and you're like, this is kind of not going on super even, and then sometimes you put powder over it and it makes it like 10 times worse, and you can just see the powder stuck to areas and okay, that does look a bit better, I feel like, with the concealer added on top of it, especially since I need like more coverage in that area, so I think it does look better. I'm gonna, oh, it dried though, it feels really dry, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put powder on top of it now. I was super excited for this foundation too, and I've had it for a while, but I was like, oh, I'm gonna wait to use it so I can film the first impression. So excited because I have the, like I said, I have the Becca stick foundation, and that I feel like no matter how much powder you put on top of it, it will never be matte, just never. It will just always stay dewy. And if you are an oily girl like me, then you know, yuck, I don't want to be dewy. It's like every time I look at it, it just gets worse. It just gets worse, and I don't know what to do. My face right now. And I'm gonna contour, and I just don't want to because it's gonna be so bad. But I'm determined. So I will wear this to work, and I'm gonna come back and let you know how it held up. And I'm gonna set the crap out of it because I feel like this is not gonna set very well. Do you ever have those makeup days where everything just goes horrible? Like, you do the same thing as normal, but everything looks awful? That's today for me. Like, everything. My brow pencil ran out halfway through my brows, and I was trying to like just make do with a little nub, and just not loving it. Just not loving anything. One of the things that does make me a little nervous, I'll be honest, is that with this having an SPF of 21 in it, I'm wondering if it's going to reflect funny in photos. You know, sometimes you get that weird like flashback. Sorry, being loud. It feels dry. Like, it doesn't feel like I'm gonna break through with oil, which is, I guess, a plus side. Sorry, my brushes are being loud. But because it was so creamy getting on, I'm gonna use the De-Slick setting spray. I'm weird, and I have two of these little ones and not one of the big one, which is stupid. I don't know why. So I'm gonna like douse my face in this. Okay. That's on. I'm gonna finish my eyes and put on a little lips, and the next time we talk to you, it will hopefully be, it's probably gonna be in about 12 hours from now because I have to leave. I have to make lunch and then make dinner and then get ready to go to work, and it takes me 45 minutes to get to work. So anyway, you didn't need to know all that, but by the time that I am checking back with you, this is gonna be after like a full day of wear, which the Teint Idole Ultra, that's supposed to be a 24-hour wear foundation. So we're gonna put it to the test today. It is gonna get the test, and you will see how it works. So I'll check back in. This is Mowgli. He's my little chihuahua. He's the newest member of the Rogers clan. Oh, he's so cute. Give me kisses. I've been wearing my Ultra Wear stick foundation for about 12 hours now. And actually when I got to work, I was like, this actually doesn't look so bad. I don't know why I was freaking out so much earlier because it wasn't blending so well and it kind of grabbed up weird, but it actually like wore really nicely. I think it still held up after 12 hours. It looks really nice. And it looked good all day. So I'm like not shiny at all. It didn't smudge at all throughout the day. It looks pretty good. So I've kind of got mixed feelings. First application was not great. It was actually, first application was really bad. Mowgli is biting my finger right now. Look at this. bad boy. First application was really bad and it wore okay, so I'll probably have to give it like another try to really see for sure how I feel about it, and I will just list my final thoughts in the down bar if that would help anyone. But first impression was bad, but it wore really nicely, so that's what I've got. So I decided I wanted to give the stick foundation another chance today. The only difference between yesterday's application and today's application was me. I used all the exact same products, the same powder, blush, contour, and even all the same brushes. So I wanted to give it another try and just do like what I learned from applying it yesterday and take that experience into applying it today. So one thing that I did, and now this brush is dirty and needs to be washed, which is, I don't know if that's something that you are concerned about, but it did really gum up this brush. I held the brush a lot closer here so that way I had more control and was giving almost like a more forceful blend, I guess would be the best way to word it. Like a lot of times when you do liquid foundation, you hold the brush out here, you let the brush do the work for you. No, this time I held it closer and I did get a better blend. And another thing that I did was I applied more product right off the bat. So whereas before I had just like swiped a couple times and then like blended it out and tried to add more, this time I was like, no, I know I'm gonna need a little bit more, so I went ahead and just like marked my face all up. So I think it looks a bit better today. Instead of like adding product on top of itself. So if this is something that you're interested in, maybe if you know you want a full coverage, go ahead and like add more on than you think you're gonna need. It is a little bit challenging to blend out, but it does have a nice feel to it, and I set it the same as everything. So I'm gonna give it another go. Try it out, but I think that today's application went much better. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a big thumbs up and please subscribe. Bye.